at Pisces. We're just going to jump into a reading for today. So, I've not changed my clock yet, but 1212 is showing up. So you could be seeing that number a lot. Keep it up in mind, guys. This could be a family member, a friend, or a lover, okay? I'm just going to get an overall energy to see what you have coming in here, coming up. I apologize for the noises you may hear. Today is a get everything done day. And I wasn't going to do this, but we have time. Why not? Give me an overall. I'm hearing Johnny Cash singing. Okay, we've got a twin flame reading coming in, y'all. So there's a divine counterpart or a divine connection that will be unfolding here in your near future. With go slow underneath, they are wanting you to take it slow. So this has been coming up and it's coming up again. Some of you, there's a twin flame that's going to be bringing in some sort of an apology. It's like they want to, what I just heard is I want to extend the olive branch. So this person might not be completely transparent and vulnerable, but they do want to extend an apology. Yeah, but there could be an energy here of waiting. They could be waiting before they do this. Okay, so let's see how this divine counterpart is viewing you. How is this divine counterpart viewing you? They view you as someone who does not want this to be over. Ten of Swords in the reverse. They either view you as someone who doesn't want to let this go, or they view you as someone who has let this go, but it isn't because you want to. Yeah. They could view you as a soulmate with the Six of Cups. They could also view you as someone where they have maybe a lot of memories. They have a lot of nostalgic energy attached to you. But with the Five of Wands, they view you as someone who is maybe combative or petty in the past. For some of you, your twin flame views you as someone who gives up. They feel like you give up very easy, very quickly. There could be an energy here where they don't want this to be over, but they also are unsure if they can handle that side of you. Some of you are going to get mad at me, but I don't care. Yeah, they're doing a lot of self-reflection on that. Okay, so it's interesting. This person has known you in two different seasons of life, is what I'm getting. This person has known you as someone who's maybe combative. You like, I wouldn't say that you like arguments and conflict, but you're not against speaking up if you feel that you need to. With the Five of Wands, that's an energy of drama, conflict, competition, or jealousy. This person could be doing self-reflection on a version of you that they've seen that they didn't like. I'm just going to be honest with you. But they are also seeing you as someone who's now more grounded and more stable. I want to marry you one day and settle down just come out. Now, y'all seen that pop out, but I had just set it to the side. So this person could be doing a lot of self-reflection on how they want to settle down with you. But with the Three of Wands, there's a waiting energy. There is something that they're waiting to shift, to change, to evolve. They could be waiting for something that they've been putting their time and effort into to pay off. This could be them needing to move, them needing to conquer something before they can give a relationship their all. But there's an energy of like, pause. We're not going anywhere right now. And there could be a moment of you guys healing on a deeper level. But this person, again, is doing self-reflection on maybe how there was some sense of like argument, disagreement. This could have even been jealousy or competition as well. And if that's the case, if both of you were getting jealous or both of you were trying to maybe start competition to see how the other one felt, it was because you guys needed to heal on a deeper level. And that could have made both of you realize, okay, wait a second, I need to work on myself because this is bringing out the worst side of me and it's for a reason. Now, I know of people personally, and if I'm being honest with y'all, I've been this person too, where someone isn't expressing to you what they're feeling, what they're thinking, so you will maybe do things to trigger them or to piss them off, because if they act in that way, if they allow that fuse to go boom, you're like, okay, there's some emotion, about time. Like, that isn't necessarily the healthiest though. I mean, realistically, I would say that that is a toxic aspect of the connection. So for some of you, that could have been the case here. I'm feeling things for you that I have never felt. For some of you, you guys met each other when you both felt broken. Now, some of you are going to be like, I've never felt broken. Okay, good for you. So happy for you. But some people go through that. Some people feel broken, feel unworthy, feel not enough. And for some of you, you met this person when you felt broken. King of Cups, you could have helped open this person's heart chakra in a different form, in a different fashion. You could have allowed this person to see maybe where they have a hard time expressing their emotions, but where they need to acknowledge what they're feeling. You know, this could be someone who feels things but doesn't necessarily express it. And that could be something that they're starting to recognize, is that they're feeling things they've never felt before and they want to settle down with you. But there's been parts of you that they've seen, and vice versa, where it was not your best self and it was not their best self. And you guys, I don't want to say that you have that burned in the back of your brain, but there is acknowledgement of, oh, I've seen your worst self, you've seen my worst self. We know that we're capable of that. And that could be something that they're doing self-reflection on. But how neither one of you, even though there has been a, well, I'm about to make you mad, I'm about to start a conflict, I'm about to hurt your feelings because you hurt mine, even though things like that have taken place here, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, it's telling me that neither one of you want this to actually be over. No matter how many times we end this, we say that we're done, we put a fork in it and we over it. Who are we kidding? We're not over it. That's the energy I'm getting here. How's this person feeling for you? Whoa, Ten of Pentacles. So double married card. That's a card of building some sense of legacy, consistency, stability. This person wants to build a foundation with you. Ten of Cups coming out sideways. The thing that they could be having a hard time conquering and fixing, though, could be the emotion. Okay? Yeah, so this person's recognizing that you're everything that they've hoped and they've wished for. They're recognizing that the life that they want, and maybe even the life that they've tried to have with others, wasn't possible because they were meant to have that with you. But there could also be a little bit of a recognition of, yeah, I want to come in and say, hey, listen, I want to marry you, or I want to look at you tonight when I come home from work because I've been thinking about it all day. I want us to get married. And I don't know if you want to plan this wedding. I don't know if you want to go to Las Vegas and let's just get hitched. I don't really care. But at the end of the day, no matter what we go through, no matter what trials and tribulations we get brought to us, if I have to go through it with anybody, I want to go through it with you. But there is a little bit of question on whether or not this person can bring that fulfillment to the table that they feel that you need and that you deserve. Now, here's the thing. All relationships have its downfalls. Every single relationship, you're not going to like that person sometimes. You ain't going to be able to stand them. You're going to be secretly hoping that they stub their toe or spill their chocolate milk on them. But there is a little bit of maybe lack within this person's soul when it comes to being able to build a fulfilling home life. Every person's home life looks different. Not everybody has happiness in their home. It doesn't matter what you see out in town. It doesn't matter what you see on social media. Not everything that you see through that is actually reality behind closed doors. And I do feel that this person is like, you know what, I'm capable of bringing the finances to the table. I'm capable of us being able to maybe build a house together and do all of that. Like, mark it off. I'm a pro, we can do it. But when it comes to emotions, when it comes to you being able to call me out and tell me when I'm wrong, and me not getting defensive but saying, oh, you're right. When it comes to recognizing that when my children do wrong, it isn't a direct reflection of my parenting. It's because they're humans and they're learning. There is some sense of an emotional value when it comes to a home life that this person is a little worried about. Being emotionally mature and available and nurturing and patient and kind and compassionate and empathetic, all of that is hard. You have to be able to pause for a moment, say, okay, where am I overreacting? Where am I maybe projecting? Because 9 times out of 10, we do project in our everyday life. Every time that kid or that family member does something that you don't like and you react or you lash out at them, it is because you are feeling triggered in some sense, form, or fashion. But I do feel that this person, it's like everything that they feel that they can have with you, it is triggering the one thing that they don't know if they can have. And that is a home with happiness. That is a home where it is so emotionally nurturing that you know, even if I'm pissed at you, I'm still gonna have dinner on the table for you. I'm still gonna make sure that I keep my promises. I know multiple types of marriages where there's a type of marriage where they get mad at each other and they punish one another. And then there are those kind of marriages where they're mad at each other, but it's like, you know what, I'm mad at you and I don't like you. And I might get your fork right out of the dishwasher right when it's done, so it'll be a little hot. But I don't wish you harm. I still care for you. I'm still going to tell you I love you tonight before bed. I'm still going to make sure that I fulfill the promises that I made. If that means making sure that you have gas in your car, or making sure that I change the oil in your car, or making sure you have dinner on the table, I'm going to do that. Because at the end of the day, it's more about the bigger picture. It isn't the small picture. But this person is worried that maybe there's a part of them that isn't going to be able to be that. This person could have the tendency of maybe getting mad, and instead of expressing it, they go missing for a few hours. They're sweeping it under the rug. They come home. We ain't gonna talk about it. I'm fine. I'm over it. They're not fine. They're not over it. That could be a question for this person though. And you need to be aware of that. Again, although both of you are wanting to conquer those problems and those issues, if one of you is under the rug vacuuming it and the other one's just kind of sweeping it under, what is that going to do? What is that going to fix? So be aware of that, okay? And I think that that's something that this person's kind of questioning, because this person wants the type of relationship in life that I just explained. The kind where it isn't about screaming and cussing at one another and throwing stuff. It's about being able to look at someone and go, listen, I'm overstimulated. I can't deal with you right now. Can you give me a few hours? And not taking it personally. But for some of you, the person you classify as your twin flame or your divine counterpart does have the tendency to take things personally. And they don't know how to express it emotionally that, yo, I'm taking this personal right now. You don't want me to touch you. It's because you're overstimulated, but I think it's because you can't stand me right now. Those are two separate conversations. And that could be something that this person is still understanding, recognizing. Give me more for how this person's feeling. Feeling like they want to possibly communicate about some sort of change perspective. So there is something that they want to talk about. It could be some sort of devil energy. It could be something where both of you are like, yes, that was toxic. Yes, we need to acknowledge it. If you really are dealing with a twin flame, you will both grow and evolve. You might not be able to see it. You might not be able to recognize it. But as you're growing and evolving, the person you classify as your twin flame is growing and evolving. I want to make this very clear. If you have someone in your life and you classify them as your twin flame, they are not abusive. They will not beat you. They will not harm you. They will not do things to you that are so malicious that it is physically harming you. Now, I know a lot of people who are in twin flame dynamics, and there is some sense of like making each other jealous or putting each other in a sense of competition. And it is because there's usually some sort of wound that is trying to be comforted in that moment, whether it is a wound of worthiness, a wound of abandonment. You don't want me, I found someone else who does. I bet. Guess what? Now you sitting your butt here lonely, you don't got neither, okay? But that puts you in a moment or a space for you to heal, for you to learn, for you to evolve. And as you're doing that, this person's doing that as well. But for a lot of you, you don't see it, so you automatically assume, oh, they're doing the same thing, so they're the same crappy person, they don't care. And it's valid. For some of you, the person you're thinking about might not care. But for some of you, if you really are connected to a twin flame, you are going to get an apology. And there is going to be a recognition of, we both want the same thing. I just don't know if I'm capable of bringing that to the table. And again, I don't know if this person is going to be so aware that they're going to look at you and say, it isn't really much of anything I can't bring to the table except an emotionally fulfilled home. And again, when I think of a home that's not emotionally fulfilled, I think of people using the silent treatment as a way to punish. There's a difference between saying, hey, I need a minute to myself. You've made me mad and I just can't look at you right now. Or just going around slamming doors and going, and looking at them as you're slamming doors and huffing your breath. Like, come on, misery loves company. Take it down a notch. This person could sometimes find themselves in the second energy level. The energy of, I'm mad, you need to be mad, my feelings are hurt, your feelings need to be hurt. Yes, I told you I was going to do that. You made me mad, so I ain't now. And they can't be in a relationship like that. So that's kind of where they're at, is really asking themselves, okay, I know who I am, I know how I act, I know how I react, but am I capable of completely changing it and making it a point every single day to do better, be better? And I think this person is at a place where they're like, yes, I want to do that. Because the more that we heal, the more that we evolve, the more that we grow, the more we see that we're capable of things that we maybe once didn't think that we were capable of. So this person's changed their perspective and they want to have a conversation about the changed perspective, okay? Changing their perspective and wanting to have, it could be something about, here we go. So the Five of Swords is an energy of like, you betrayed me. You're just out here kind of doing what you knew you need to do for yourself with no regard for anyone else. Someone could be receiving an apology from the other one. And it's going to be along the lines of, I'm sorry, my intentions was not for you to think that I was out here just doing what I need to do. I'm sorry if it seems I betrayed you. I'm sorry if it seems that my actions, it's like this person come off as someone who didn't recognize that their actions have weight. This person knows that, they recognize that, but they never meant to harm you. They never meant to cause you any sadness, grief, disappointment, any of that. So if you've taken something in an offensive way, if you've seen something as betrayal, if you've seen something as this person playing games and not caring about you, they don't want you to believe that. They don't want you to think that that's reality. But again, for some of you, you're out here thinking that you're dealing with a twin flame when you're dealing with a toxic person. So you need to be very conscious and very aware that if you are dealing with someone who really is abusive, calling you names, being horrible to you, it is not your twin flame. Twin flame connections are usually hot and cold. They're usually push and pull. One will be the runner, one will be the chaser. One is more expressive, the other one isn't. Sometimes there's other people involved. Sometimes there's differences, religion, belief systems. It could be backgrounds. Again, whether it's religion or ethnicity, it could be distance. You guys could live so far from one another. It could be one of you's in a relationship, one isn't. It could be age differences. There's usually something drastically different that makes it hard for there to be that mutual understanding, those mutual grounds, because it pushes you into a phase, into a place of your life of deeper healing, a deeper understanding of yourself, your relationships, your dynamics. And usually when you meet your twin flame, the version of yourself before that person and the version of yourself after is so different you don't recognize them, because this person will put you through an awakening. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to have hardships. Hardships are part of the twin flame journey. But I am saying that I've gotten a lot of emails lately of people being abusive partners. And honestly, some of you are dealing with pure narcissists and you think it's a twin flame and you're allowing that person to do you so dirty because you think that there's some sort of divine connection that you need to be a part of. If you do your research, twin flame journeys are more about you than the other person. So make sure that you're recognizing that, because only when you recognize that will huge growth and transformation take place, will huge movement forward take place, okay? I don't like to make those notices in my readings, but I have noticed that there is a huge incline of people thinking that they're dealing with a divine counterpart when it's nothing more than unrequited love. So you really need to ask yourself, are you attaching yourself to someone because you want it to be something more than it is? Or is there really something that you're having a hard time letting go of because there's something meant to be more? Now, this person's juggling. Right now, they're unsure if they should send that message, if they should press call. Give me more for how this person's feeling for you. Feeling like there could be some sort of blockage. Yeah, this person's feeling left out in the cold. This person has been putting off making some sort of choice. The choice could be to communicate. Let me tell you something. If this person has been trying to act like they don't want to reach out to you or call you, each day that goes by, the weight gets heavier. Okay, you know when you like craving something, when you're craving something. I don't know why, but I'm thinking Taco Bell. And as each day goes by, that craving will sometimes get worse until you fix that craving. That's what I'm happening here. It's like, that's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. It's like this person's craving you and they're trying not to see it. They're trying not to acknowledge it. They're trying not to make the choice to reach out to you because they want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. This is communication. This is action. This person could be spying. This person could be snooping. This person could be trying to gather information. If this person's trying to put off reaching out to you to gather information, they're only stalling. They're only making excuses. I'm hearing poker face. I wanna hold him like it's in Texas, please. How's this person feeling? Feeling like they need to take action to balance or heal something. Feeling like they're having a hard time really seeing how they can make this work or how they can take this action. This person is learning something. They're learning something about not giving up. They're learning something about the beauty of feeling defeated. Now, here's the thing. If you've recently been through heartbreak, I can hear you cussing me out in the comments. There's nothing beautiful about getting your heart broke or feeling defeated. No, but there is something beautiful about it once you got up and you've conquered it. There is something beautiful about it when you recognize that you are stronger than you ever realized you were capable of being. Example, I say this all the time. When my dad died, I had so much on my plate between taking care of my kid, this business. I was traveling 10 hours one way almost every weekend, and I was doing the best I could to keep it going. Once I got through that season, I realized how strong I was. There was multiple times where I cried and wanted to give up and didn't understand why it was happening to me and didn't understand why I was having to do it by myself. But now that I'm here, I'm like, you know what? I'm stronger than I ever knew I was. And y'all really try to stop me now. It really, really, really inflated my ego, probably not in a healthy way, but that's what I'm getting. It's like this person is learning something. They're learning something about their self, about the strength and the courage that they have within their self, about their ability of not giving up, and that there is beauty in recognizing that you want to continue towards something even after you've been pushed down. This person feels the need to make a choice. Feeling the need to make a choice. Okay, so hold on a second. What does this choice have to do with? Yeah, they could make this choice very soon, because very soon is on the bottom. 24/24, as I said that. Oh my goodness. What's this choice? Okay, so the amazing passionate card just come out. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't expect this to come out, but it just did. For some of you, if you've been passionate with this person in any sense, form, or fashion, it could be having them not wanting to let you go. It could even be having them wanting to commit to you. So if some of you have been with someone, it's a divine counterpart, you can classify them as your twin flame, you might not. The intimacy is superb, and it's something that's got this person. What? Hold on, I'm hearing right. Turn around and make you want to marry me. That's what I'm hearing. It's like this person's like, whoa, hold on a second. You got me over. You got me twisted. Oh, Summerland. Oh, getting to know one another. So this person's wanting to come in and reveal their inner self to you. They're wanting to deepen your guys' bond. After a time of waiting or stalling is what I just heard. They could feel that you come across their path very unexpectedly. Okay, now someone here could have a red flag though. Some of you are so optimistic that this person is who you're meant to be with that it is becoming a problem. Some of you are so set on this having to be your person that you're overlooking red flags. And I'm just gonna be blunt with you. You can't be, you know, you guys get mad at me sometimes because I'm realistic. Why do you always give us negative news? Why is it always bad? Because 9 times out of 10, life hits and life hits hard. We don't necessarily want to know when we're going to get surprise roses or when someone's going to pop up surprise and be the love of your life. You don't always want to know when those amazing times are coming, but you do want to know when the bad times are coming. Some of you, though, have a problem with toxic positivity. What do I mean by that? Some of you are so set in thinking that you can manifest this person from a positive mindset, thinking that you can change them based off of your mindset, that you're not seeing red flags. Okay? And you can get mad at me. I don't care. You need to recognize that, yes, it's okay for you to be positive. It's okay for you to say, you know what? I'm finally getting what I want. It's about damn time. In a minute, I'm gonna need you to get it together. But you also need to recognize that maybe there are parts of this person that come out sometimes where if it comes between you eating or them eating, guess what, baby? They're gonna eat. And that could be a red flag. There are things about this person that you need to acknowledge because the parts of them that you ignore in the beginning are the reasons you leave them in the end. So you could have been passionate with someone. You could have let your inner freak flag fly. You could have let someone see a side of you that they didn't expect, but it could have them a little hooked. It could even have them wanting to unexpectedly put a lot more effort into this than they ever thought that they would want to. But you also need to be aware that you could be so set on this going your way that you might get a rude awakening. This person has got red flags. I'm telling you, this person's got red flags. What's their red flags? What's their red flags? This person could want someone who worships them. That's not a bad thing, but it could turn toxic very quickly if you're not careful. What's this person's red flags? For some of you, this person's going to come in and tell you that they changed their perspective, but they need more time. And they're going to tell you that they want to take it slow, but that they want to connect with you in ways that are not friend only. Okay? So be aware of that as well. For some of you, that could be a red flag. If this person comes in and says, listen, I've been progressing in my life. I've been healing. I really want to give this a shot, but I need more time. But I want to get to know you more. Make sure that you have very firm boundaries and make sure that you're not playing house husband, house wife before you know where this is going. Because again, that could be a red flag for some of you, is that this person is going to want you to kind of worship them and treat them like a husband or a wife before they deserve or have even earned that title. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your partner. Don't get it twisted, because some of you be getting it twisted. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that people have the tendency, especially Pisces, has the tendency to love too soon, too quickly, and too much before they deserve it. Don't go out there giving you love like that, okay? Pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, you guys have manifested this. I'm telling you, you're manifesting this person to come in and want to give and receive. But what's their red flag? They're going through a new phase in their life, Exactly. Okay, their red flag is that they are ready for some sort of new phase. They're ready to possibly rekindle this. Maybe they've changed their mind. It's okay for this person to change their mind. It's okay for them to say, hey, just kidding. I actually want to get to know you. I want us to date. I want us to talk. But make sure you guys are having the conversation on where this is going and what you're both expecting. Because I am saying that, again, you're optimistic and there's nothing wrong with that. Be optimistic about this person coming in. Enjoy time with them, but be cautious. Because I am saying that this person can have the tendency to maybe listen to their ego or get very fearful, and then that fear pushes them into a place of, uh-oh, I think I need to run. I think I need to shut down. I think I need to, and then they might change their mind again. So again, if this person comes in and they've had this epiphany, they had a different understanding, that's fine, that's hunky-dory, but be conscious that this person might not be ready for a new phase in the level that you are. They're ready for a new phase, but that new phase might still have healing involved. That new phase might still have them being a little hot and cold, push and pull. Well, yeah, I want to be intimate. I want us to connect. I want us to date. But then maybe tomorrow you're unsure what they're doing, where they're at, what they're thinking. They kind of shut down. That is this person's energy. So again, that makes sense why they're unsure about the 10 of Cups. Remember me saying that at the beginning? That makes sense. So be aware of that. I mean, I think this is amazing. If you want to spend time with this person, do it. If you're wanting everything with this person, be conscious. Be aware that you will not be getting everything from them right now. But if you want to connect with them sexually, passionately, you can. This person's doing some sense of self-reflection. I'm seeing that you guys laugh a lot together. I want to build a future with you, and I want to be the person that you've always wanted. After all this time, you still give me butterflies. Now I'm hearing that song, I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. I knew I should have fought for you, but I didn't. I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about you a lot lately. You consume my thoughts, especially during the night. Okay. So, this person's going to want to have a conversation with you because they're feeling left out. They miss you. They've been trying to ignore it or block it. Yeah, this relationship's evolving to a new phase. Some phase of growth, but recognize that growth doesn't always mean forever. So for some of you, if you allow this person back into your life, they possibly will. I don't want to say that this person's going to go back to their old ways, but I am getting like you might send 3 texts as they send 1. You might get left on red. You might feel ignored. There could be parts of this relationship that's going to trigger you in a way that is very annoying. Yeah, it's undeniable this person feels you are a perfect fit. They're wanting to be close to you. You and this person are mirroring one another, wanting to show you off. Feeling like this connection is really intense. But again, for some of you, that's also a red flag. And I know you're going to get mad. But for some of you, one of the red flags could be is that this is very intense, passionate-wise. Because I've got the passionate card. I've got intensity. These two are bow chicka wow wowing on this card. So be conscious that this person could be coming in and wanting to connect with you. But you both might find yourself connecting passionately before you're both ready or prepared. This is so special to me. This person feels like you're a soulmate. They're wanting to go on some sort of adventure with you. So this person might not recognize or resonate with the term twin flame. They view you as a soulmate. But they do feel that this is intense and they want to show you off. So this person will be reaching out to you. Whether or not it grows will be up to you. How it grows will also be up to you. But I feel like I did a pretty good job kind of giving you a little bit of a roadmap when it comes to what you possibly should or shouldn't do and where it's going to get you. So be conscious of that, okay? All right, friends. I'm going to leave that here. Have a blessed day.